Okay, and we're recording. Batman Returns on the Super Nintendo with Izzy on commentary here.
Black Mamba, if you please.
Black Mamba it is. So...
Did you ever tell them how you gave me that name?
I don't know how I gave you that name. I don't remember.
Well, let's stick to Batman then.
Okay. Yeah, so I picked this game out because it's on my backlog, and last time we played a game, Elemental Gearbolt on the PlayStations, that Izzy has like no interest in.
No.
And
none whatsoever.
like she kept going on about, hey, what about the story? And there really was no story, so there was nothing for me to say. And then I thought, well, this game, Batman, actually has a story. It follows the story very closely to the movie. Like you can see here, Izzy, all the cutscenes from the movie Batman
Returns.
Great. Yeah, this game's amazing. It might be the best game on the Super Nintendo. I mean, it's the best beat 'em up as far as I'm concerned.
It's a beat 'em up, really?
Yeah, it's a beat 'em up. Yeah, we'll get into that. Another thing is I played this because I kind of felt guilty doing the voiceover with Izzy last time. I was like bullying her, like talking.
It's okay, boys. I'm used to it.
Yeah. Yeah, she didn't. She wasn't even
ways.
Offended, and I like listened to the recording. I'm like, dang, I'm being a jerk. And then I was like, well, part of it was because I felt like there was nothing for her to say. I don't know. I was talking over her, and I'm like, okay, so this time we're gonna play something that Izzy can talk about because she loves Catwoman. She loves Batman Returns.
I do.
She likes story. This game has story.
And great graphics, which is like the movie. I'm a big movie person, so
Yeah.
I love my movies. So if it's a game that's like a movie, fabulous.
It is so like the movie. More than any other game I can think of. I mean, the Willow arcade game's a lot like the movie. That's all that's coming to mind now. Traditionally, around this time frame, 16 and 8-bit games that were licensed from movies were pretty bad. Like the Terminator, X-Men. Well, I shouldn't say, there's some really good X-Men games, but the Terminator games, Last Action Hero, LJN games, they were like not following the movie at all. Back to the Future. But this game is so close to the movie. Like, listen to the soundtrack right here. Listen to this, Izzy. This sounds like Danny Elfman.
Of course it does, and that looks like Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah, I'm like blown away.
And the other one's Danny DeVito, and then they all look amazing.
They all look amazing. Like, the lines are straight from the movie. The character portraits, the music sounds like Danny Elfman himself did it. When you play this game, there's a vibe to it. Like, it's the total package. You get sucked in and you really feel immersed in the game like you're in the movie. This isn't music that I would listen to.
I wouldn't either, honestly.
Outside the movie, or outside the game, but True. In the game, like, it fits perfectly.
Well, in the game and the movie, it fits amazingly, but you and I would never listen to this on a soundtrack.
No. Versus like Streets of Rage 2 on the Genesis. I'll listen to that sometimes driving around.
I have no idea what he's talking about, and I wouldn't listen to it either.
The art style of that, to me, is more my preference. Like, what am I going to do? Oh, I'm going to pick hard here. I put it on hard. Yeah, so when you put it on hard, the enemies are more aggressive. And that was me getting all fired up. Look at that. It looks like Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
But when you put it on hard, the enemies are more aggressive. And they have less hit stun. And you have, would you say, and you have more hit stun. So it's easy for you to get stuck in the corner and die in like one hit.
Look at him all being all technical. I just want the story and how this is modeling the movie. This is great.
Yeah.
And may I say how much I detest clowns.
Yeah, okay.
But I love this movie.
Yes, yes.
Which is a very big conundrum.
They look like hobos, dude.
They are borderlining between
Dirty.
jester and clowns.
Dirty. They look like the dirty homeless
jester.
people that wander around my city.
No, they don't, because they have face paint on, and our homeless hobos don't have face paint.
Not all the time.
I mean, not all the time. I've never seen one with face paint.
They be painting them faces.
Oh.
They be wilding out and doing all kinds of madness. Well, what I'm getting at is like, when I first picked this game up, like, this game isn't unbeknownst to me. Like, it has been brought up that it's a really good game in the past. Like, for years, people have told me this is a good game. And I'd pick it up and get my ass handed to me, like on the first level, and die and go, okay, that was hard. And these clowns are hideous, and I don't ever want to see this again. Partly because of the art style. Like, I just don't like the look of the clowns, which are the main enemies you fight. And it was really hard.
Is it all the way through there, or is it just in this like
all
first
the way
level?
through? You'd be fighting these clowns.
Oh, wait, what's the boss? Okay, is this broken up into levels, like so many levels, and then like one level and there's a boss, and then the next level there's another boss, and then at the end there's like a bigger boss and the best boss and all that stuff? Or is it just level, big boss, penguin?
The fuck are you talking about? If anybody understands what she said in the comments,
Yeah, look, if you don't understand what I'm saying, nobody else is going to understand
No,
what I'm
but
saying,
look,
which is fine.
let me tell you.
You're supposed to be able to translate
Let me tell
my
you something.
nonsense.
Let me tell you something.
Go ahead, go ahead, tell me something. Tell me something.
There's 5 stages, and at the end of each stage, there's a boss. Does that answer your question?
Yes, it does.
Okay,
Is
I don't
the
know
penguin-
what you. The penguin is a boss on 2 of the levels.
Thank you.
And I might be wrong about the number of levels, but I wanted to feel like I knew what I was talking about to my wife right there. So I just pulled a number out of my ass. 5.
Why?
I didn't pull it out of my butt. Like, I knew there was
Why did we
around
change
5
from
stages.
ass to butt? You know this.
I'm trying not to curse, and I'm not.
Oh, I forgot.
not
He
doing very
gave
good.
cursing for Lent.
I
yeah.
did, and I really like not cursing, so now I'm trying not to do it.
I
But
gotta make fun of him for it, though.
oh yeah,
It's ridiculous.
She'll make fun of me for whatever she can. Like, just,
Absolutely. It's my job as a wife. And
Yeah.
my privilege as a wife.
your wife privileges to
It is. 10 years in.
tease a grown man.
You tease me. Mercilessly.
mercilessly.
Absolutely. Hey, you tease me. Don't pretend like you don't.
It's midnight, by the way. I need help with my speech. It's late.
And this is when I come
and
alive.
I've been boozing. I'm boozing as we speak. Okay, we'll talk about just booze shit here in a minute, Izzy.
Okay.
But first, let me explain some of the mechanics of this game to people that are actually interested in playing through this game. You see how you grab them and you slam their heads together right there? I love that that's in this game because that's actually from the movie. Like, you can tell that the people that made this game watched the movie. Like, all the enemies in this look like their character portraits from the movie. That just shot right there of that motorcycle clown going through the present is from the movie. I mean, I can go on and on. The guy Atlas in the background there, the strong buff guy, that is in the movie. Like, they obviously are just copying the movie, which I love. And they incorporate it all into the game, and it all works. The mechanics of this game are amazing.
So you should see his hand gestures.
There's I be doing the Italian thing.
Yeah, he's big Italian. Actually, it's Irish, really.
No.
Like, no.
You know how to
This
shut
is
up an Italian man?
You tie his hands behind his back. But you know
Correct.
what? The same thing happens with an Irishman. Actually, they say try to get an Irishman to stop singing. And then there's like a
I would
rest of
say
it.
try to get an Irishman to quit talking Blarney. Like,
I honestly don't
I was
know.
over
I've
there and I didn't
heard-
hear anyone singing, but I saw them drinking and talking Blarney.
Well, I've heard the joke with either Irishmen or Italian men, and you're doing some big hand movements. And Italian men do this hand movement, which obviously you gentlemen cannot see, but he does this like hang loose Y movement, which is definitely not Irish or Italian, so it's major Californian Irish. Because this man's 100% Irish. He likes to say, I'm American. He's Irish.
I've never even been to Ireland. Anyways,
You just said you went to Ireland and you went to Dublin. Don't start
look,
with me.
Don't be look. You might talk Blarney, but us Americans over here, we speak the truth.
He Blarneying so hard right now.
Anyways, can I talk
Blarney.
Batman mechanics before you get into
Be
just
my guest. Look, I
me?
love this one where she's like, the Batman. Or is it just Batman? Your choice, of course. I remember this movie, and I have a thing for lines.
Yeah, we just
I love
watched it recently.
I wouldn't even have to watch this recently, and I remember all the lines.
Hey, so here's the thing
There
about
he
the
is.
movie and the game. It's disgusting. Like
He
Danny
thinks it's
DeVito
disgusting.
in the movie is repulsive. The clowns are repulsive. It's very well done.
He
but
did
it's
bring
like,
something to my attention that Batman did not say any lines until at least 35 minutes in, which
Yeah.
is really interesting. 'cause
Batman
I'd never
Returns is
noticed.
not about Batman. It's about Catwoman and Penguin.
Yeah.
Batman barely does anything in the movie.
Yeah.
In the game, on the other hand, it's all Batman. In fact, it's not even 2 players, which is the only mark against this game. So if you're going to grade a game on visuals, sound, presentation, and gameplay, this game has all of it. It's a 10 out of 10, except for the fact that it's a beat 'em up with only 1 player. A thing keeping these games alive now is Fightcade. Like, I play Streets of Rage 2 on Fightcade. I play Street Fighter 2 on Fightcade. You can't play this on Fightcade because it's 1 player. If this was 2 players, people would still be talking about this game the way they talk about Streets of Rage 2. It is that good. So let me get it. I've been trying to get into the mechanics. So the name of this game is you have to grab and throw. Like, you can, if you learn all of the throw mechanics, you can Oki throws. You can throw people in front of you, behind you, and then up, up, and if, what would you call it? Like, it's in the 3D plane, throwing them into the background. You can do that, and anything they hit is going to take damage. So you take a lot of damage in this game. You're a glass cannon. In some ways, it's similar to a shooter, and that, like on hardest or mania mode, if you get hit once, you're basically dead because the enemies will just loop you like they are right here. How they'll hit you and just keep hitting you. You'll get stuck and you're basically dead if you get hit once. But if you can control the screen and grab the enemies and throw them around, you'll just look, you'll look like a badass. She's teasing me and I'm getting distracted. Yes, I'm doing hand movements. So yeah, it's all about grabbing and throwing. You can grab and throw them, like I said, left, right, and into the background. You can also kick them, or what you can do is grab them, hit them twice, and then walk away, and you'll let go of them, and then walk into them and re-grab them. And that's a strategy you use on the bosses. There is a block mechanic in this game if you hold L and R, and you don't use it to block. Like, there's really no point in this game that I block. However, what you can do is what I just did right there, is you can start your attack string and jab them twice and then hit block, and it'll cancel your attack string so you don't end it with your finisher. And so basically you can do block canceling, and you can jab, block, and then you can infinite characters with that because they'll get stuck in your jabbing, and they'll die. So
What's
I've
with
heard
the motorcycle guy? You
so the
eventually
motorcycle
gonna, like,
guys
do
you hit with
something?
your
Good,
boomerang.
okay.
You can jump kick them. You can throw someone into them, but basically 1 boomerang will take them out. Your boomerang's very useful in this. It doesn't use any special, and it'll put them into hit stun. And on hard and normal, the enemies have a lot of hit stun. On normal, you can boomerang them from across the screen and walk into them. It's ridiculous how much hit stun they have. On hard, you can't quite do that. A lot of the tactics on normal also work on hard, but when you get into special and mania, you really have to play like a different game, and you're pretty much just grabbing everybody. And I don't like it. It reminds me of like Streets of Rage 2 when you put it on mania. The enemies are so aggressive on Streets of Rage 2 Mania, you have to use like cheese mechanics because any of your stylish stuff just doesn't work anymore. It's the same on this. Like how I can get people stuck in that block string where I jab, jab, block, jab, jab, block. You can't do that really on Mania mode.
Is he supposed to be in the tower where Christopher Walken is, or is
You
it
tell me.
At that moment, he looks more like he's on the street. But the elevator was odd. So I'm like, where are we? So first he was
This
in an
looks
elevator.
made up. This isn't in the movie, is it?
Exactly. I mean, I was gonna say there is, I can't even remember his name, but Christopher Walken's character has that huge tower where Bruce Wayne goes and has a meeting with him, and they ride in the elevator, or he rides in the elevator, and then Selena Kyle, aka Catwoman, walks him to the elevator, and he goes down, and he's all, Twitter-pated, and there is no escalator.
No.
Just an elevator. And now it looks like there was an elevator to the street, and yet now they're looking like they're in a mall again, and now they're back on the street. Okay, that looks like it makes sense. They were never in a mall in the movie, so I'm just like, all right, I guess they threw it in, because I was thinking, are they making it exactly like the movie? Are they adding in extras? Which, either way, it's still wonderful to look at. I love it. It's great.
Let me tell you something.
You gonna tell me something?
So the problem is...
You gonna hang loose while you tell me something?
The problem is... I'll hang loose for you, baby.
I'll Italian for you, baby.
There's 7 stages in this game.
Okay.
How many scenes is Batman in the whole fucking movie?
I don't know.
He ain't even in
count.
7 scenes in the movie. So they had to make some shit up. They should have just
your numbers are off.
They should have... Look, man, let's not get caught up on science. Look,
did you just man me
don't
right
just...
now?
It ain't all about science, all right? Look.
I didn't science nothing. That's math.
Don't be arithmetic.
science.
Don't arithmetic at me at midnight, okay?
You're the one with the math degree, dude.
Yeah, I'm the one. So anyways, what it is they had to make some stuff up because Batman ain't in the movie 7 times. So they had to invent some scenes. They should have just made this Catwoman Returns. And just had
She doesn't return, though.
Well,
I guess by the end of the movie,
Catwoman, I don't know. What would you call it?
Well, no, this is second Batman, so I guess Batman Returns, but
But it ain't no Batman. There's more Catwoman in the movie than there is Batman.
Well, there's Catwoman and Penguin, but I do like how they literally, if you count out Catwoman's lives of how many times she died, she still has 1 life left, which is why at the end of the movie you see her silhouette. But I'm like, why didn't they bring it back at the end, at the next movie or something?
What the hell are you talking about?
You don't remember the end of the movie. What do you mean, what the hell am I talking about?
No,
Okay.
I took off and went and drank beer with Bodie in the woods halfway through the movie.
He drank beer, the dog did not. Anyway.
How do you know he didn't drink no beer?
Because he doesn't like beer. I know him.
Yeah, he didn't drink any beer.
Told you.
But yeah, halfway through the movie,
So-
I got up and just
And he was like, I'm out of here.
we just went for a walk in the woods and got drunk.
Which is fine. My point is that at the end of the movie,
She passed out.
which it's fine, I still remember the movie. I don't care if I passed out, whatever. Yeah, he just left me passed out in the living room,
Pretty much.
Fuck you, broad. I'm gonna go run in the woods with my
Well,
dog.
the dog was giving me stink eye.
He was not.
He was so stink balling.
He was not. He would
He's
have been
stink balling
fine.
me right now.
He totally is not. He is lying, passed out on the floor, asleep.
Hey, Bodie.
Stop it. Now he's gonna give you stink eye because he
is
wakes
passed
you up.
Out. You ain't backing me up on this, are you?
No,
No,
'cause-
the dog is not backing me up.
No. Anyway, so if you count how many times that she, quotation marks, died in the movie, Selena Kyle dies, she only dies 8 times. And at the end, when...
She falls in kitty litter.
I
Does
know.
that count?
Yes. That's one of her
That's what I'm
lines.
thinking.
So,
and then she
at
fell
the
out the
end,
window, and
that
then
was
the
the
cats
first
eat
one.
her.
No, they breathed life into
They
her.
do
They do
suck-
not.
they do
do not eat her.
Well,
they
they
bite her
chew
fingers
on her.
and they breathe life into her because cats are the guardians of the underworld in Egypt, and they
Yeah.
have
Yeah,
mystical
Egypt.
powers. Anyway, yeah.
Okay,
Whatever.
hey, look, this guy here, you can't actually lock him into a hit stun.
Which one? The big.
Yeah, he's the
guy?
boss. You can punch block on him, but I'm trying to do it, but I'm not pulling it off. So yeah, you do have bombs in this game, which I use. And then there's a panic
Oswald.
attack where you hold, what would it be, like jump and attack at the same time? But I never use it. I'd like to learn how to use it. I just use bombs instead. You get enough bombs that I never really needed to learn how to use the panic attack.
You look like you're gonna die soon.
I already died. By the way, this is a dirty clear. Like, I don't play very good, but
So technically, you're being Catwoman as well. Anyway, at the end of...
you still want to talk about Catwoman's lives?
Yeah. At the end, she's on her 9th
Dang,
life.
I just keep throwing them bombs.
And I'm like, why didn't we ever follow it up? No, then we moved into, like, Batman Forever with Val Kilmer, which is
What's his name?
wonderful.
Stroganoff?
Oswald Cobblepot.
Oh, I was talking about the guy on the ground there.
No idea.
I think it was Stroganoff.
I have no idea.
Okay,
I do
so
not care.
Oswald. There
Yeah,
is your boy there.
There he is.
Danny DeVito. He's amazing in this. I
love
hate him.
Danny
He's
DeVito.
disgusting and repulsive.
He's amazing.
But he's really good at being disgusting and repulsive.
He's fabulous. He's great at being anything. Like, I literally grew up with him, watching movies with him in it since I was, I don't know, 8? And I absolutely adore him.
Danny
And
DeVito.
and he's been everything. He's been everything from in Disney's Hercules to The Penguin and Batman to movies with Arnold Schwarzenegger in
No,
it.
he hasn't.
With what?
Basically, Danny DeVito has been Danny DeVito in every movie he's ever been in.
What?
In Hercules, he's Danny DeVito. In Twins, he's Danny DeVito.
Fine.
He plays the exact same dude.
Whatever.
Which is actually pretty amazing for a fat, short, goofy-looking mofo from New York to pull off.
Oh,
I'm assuming he's from New York.
Are we swearing now?
Oh yeah, yeah. Well,
We're
anyways.
done now.
But hey, do you not think? Do you think it's amazing?
Do I what?
What do you think about Danny DeVito being able to pull off just playing the same character and being like not the most attractive dude? Because like normally that's a charming dude. Like Bruce Willis plays the same character in all of his movies.
I'm giving you such face right now.
Or Arnold Schwarzenegger for the longest time, he just played the same guy in all the movies.
Okay.
But do you know what I'm talking about?
I do
Don't
know
act like what I'm saying doesn't make sense, because you know what makes sense.
I know what you're talking about. I disagree with what you're talking about.
Tell
which
me
is
how
a
you
whole nother
disagree,
thing.
then.
I think that Danny DeVito, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Bruce Willis are all kind of on the same level. It's like they all have a charming quality about them, but at the same time, they're not the most attractive men out there. However, they're
Danny
attractive
DeVito
men.
is like way off of all the other, like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Bruce Willis, I would think. Like those are attractive men, right? They're not?
They're all the same. They're all
You think Danny
wonderful.
DeVito is on the same level as Arnold Schwarzenegger?
You're talking
They made
physicality.
They made a movie about how he wasn't, called Twins.
Yeah, I know. I love that movie.
I find it hard to believe that there's any like Danny DeVito is. I guess he has money, which makes him
No,
attractive
he doesn't.
to
He's
women.
got some type of charm and charisma.
He's got charisma.
Charisma,
Look,
that's
I'm
the
not
word.
talking bad about Danny DeVito. I'm actually trying to say that I'm impressed that he's able to play the same character in all of these movies and not really be that great at acting. He just is funny and has charisma. In the
That's
same
why
way that
he's
like
funny. They all have something different to them. Arnold Schwarzenegger has his looks, sure as heck ain't his brains. Danny DeVito's got his funny sarcasm going for him, which is attractive. And Bruce Willis has a little bit of both, but not on the same level. It's not like on the same height. Like, it's like slightly lower. It's like, I don't know, if you even both of them out, you got Bruce Willis. I'm talking from a female perspective. Like, if I tried to compare, 3 female actresses to you that played the same character.
here's your girl right here.
Oh.
This is the hardest boss in the game, this fight right here.
Oh, she's a boss?
Yeah,
That's
you
cool.
see how she has like the same
got a whip.
attacks over and over again?
How could you?
You have to hit her and walk away. You grab her, hit her twice, and then walk away and re-grab her. Boom, boom,
She
re-grab.
likes it like that.
And sometimes she'll do that. She'll just spin away and you can't do anything. If you get her in the corner, you have a better chance of doing the re-grab. And when it's on normal mode, it's a lot easier to re-grab her. If it's on Mania, I don't even think you can re-grab her, which is another reason I don't like to play Mania, because you just can't do certain tactics that I enjoy doing. So see how you do this re-grab? This is how you fight Penguin at the end as well. Punch, punch, re-grab. You can't do that that block stun attack on her where you punch, punch, block, punch, punch, block. That won't work on her. She's too quick. She recovers too quickly. She doesn't have a lot of hit stun. But look at her though. She looks really cool. And she does like a backspin attack like she does in the movie where she like flips around.
No, she's supposed to be very cat-like, which how she moves in that suit is beyond me.
Oh, like the full leather, or it's not even leather.
It's not
like
leather.
pleather.
It's like vinyl.
Oh, here's where she falls into the kitty litter.
Oh, yeah.
Saved by kitty litter.
She did such a good job at changing from Selena Kyle to Catwoman.
Batman is really like an extra in this movie. Catwoman and Penguin are this movie. Catwoman's amazing. Penguin's amazing. I mean, Michael Keaton, he's always solid, but I feel like Tim Burton was probably given like more license to do what he wanted after making the first Batman.
Well, I think
that dude's a degenerate, and he's like, I don't want to do a movie about a hero, so he made a movie about the villains, this is basically what Tim Burton would want to do with the movie.
Well, I think the first movie was all about Batman.
And Joker.
Yeah, but it was still all about Batman and then his romance with Vicky Vale, which was not, in my opinion, like his equal. Like, Catwoman's his equal, and I think they really highlighted that in this movie. What, you funked?
I wasn't trying to say anything negative about that.
Because, I mean,
although
Vicky Vale
I just did not feel any romance in this movie.
Are you kidding me?
No, I shouldn't say that.
It's all over the place. It's actually ridiculously hilarious.
It's not really romance. It's really just like sexual attraction.
That's a form of romance. It's the beginning of romance in some people.
But I felt like it was fine in Batman. Like, I bought the romance. Like, compared to in the first one compared to other action movies.
She's nosy and a pain.
Yeah, I mean. It ain't great, but
she's a reporter, so
in a lot of action movies, the love interest is like you could just subtract it out.
That's my point.
I felt like in the first Batman, it actually you couldn't subtract that out of the movie. It was like integral to the movie.
That's my point.
The actress did a good job. It was not the best love story ever told,
but it
was fine for an action flick.
This movie is like. It's like this TV show for children called Miraculous, and it's like there's two superheroes that are partners, and the real life people, one has a crush on the other, and in the superhero, the other one has a crush on the other. It's complicated, and that's what I feel like this is. It's like, attraction, lovers in one aspect, and yet enemies in another.
Now we gotta fight Catwoman again. She's easier to fight here for some reason.
That's odd.
But she basically attacks the same. I think she has less health.
That's
you
when
see, I'm doing my re-grab technique. El Big Tittied Christmas Broad.
Not what I would call her, but okay.
That's how I remember her. She's like the Christmas wench.
Why are we gonna call her a wench?
I don't know. That's what came to mind.
Okay, that's actually better than maybe what I would call her, because I would call her the blonde bimbo. I'm terrible.
Hey, one thing interesting about this game is this is a Konami game.
What's a Konami?
Konami is a production studio from Japan that made a lot of famous games like Castlevania.
I already knew it was Japanese.
And they made Contra. However, they made not good beat-em-ups for the arcade. Like, I like to play arcade beat-em-ups for one credit clears. And the best beat-em-ups are from the 90s are Capcom beat 'em ups in the arcade. Like, I know you guys are going to be like, oh, but what about X-Men arcade? And what about Simpson arcade? And what else did they do? Oh, Turtles arcade. Turtles in Time arcade. Those games suck, guys. Like, compared to Capcom beat 'em ups from that time, Aliens vs. Predator, Dungeons and Dragons, what else is there? Punisher. Those are well-made beat 'em ups. Like, the Konami beat 'em ups in the arcade, there's very little strategy. They're just quarter munchers. I mean, of course, there's like basic mechanics, but there's not a lot of mechanics or feel to the games. Like Turtles in Time and X-Men, sometimes when you hit attack, it's random how your character is going to attack. Like, you can't even predict how you're going to attack.
What's Turtles in Time?
It's a Ninja Turtle game.
I figured.
It's better on the Nintendo. So what I'm getting at is, like, playing this, knowing it was from Konami, I wasn't expecting much. I feel like the Konami team that made console games was better than the Konami team that made arcade games. Like, Contra on the Nintendo is arguably better than Contra on the arcade. And this is the best Konami beat 'em up I've ever played. Like, this is way better than any of the arcade. Like, if this was in the arcade, you'd be better off playing this, even though the graphics aren't as good as, say, X-Men. And I mean, that's coming from somebody that has a X-Men 1 credit clear on his channel. Like, I still enjoy that game just because it's so pretty. What do you mean?
I don't see the difference between the X-Men graphics versus this one. You were like, oh, the X-Men's so much better. I'm like, I don't see that. But then again, I'm,
Well, these graphics are... This must be a late Super Nintendo game, because these are excellent graphics.
Yeah, I thought that's great. Oh,
Yeah.
there she goes. Oh, no.
The
We're
Ice
halfway
Princess. She's not... What did I call her? The schmuck?
No, and that's not a word.
I called her the hussy. What did I call her?
I don't know.
Big tittied something.
There you go. I just called her the blonde bimbo.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, this level's cool. Like, it's not that easy. There's a guy,
What are those? Are they on motorcycles?
yeah, they're on motorcycles. Like, this looks really good for
weird.
the Super Nintendo. Looks kind of like a Sega scalar graphics, like a Space Harrier or Thunderblade or something. That's that Mode 7, I guess.
What's that mean, Mode 7?
It's like a scaling software. It's actually, I think it's a hardware feature of the Super Nintendo, where the Super Nintendo. Mm-hmm. Hey guys, it's 1 a.m. I'm drunk as a skunk. You got any more alcohol, by the way? I'm all out.
Some.
Can I have your alcohol?
He steals my alcohol
Hey, look.
on a regular basis.
Look, more alcohol needs to occur in this said area, and either you're gonna do it or I'm gonna do it. And if you do it, I'll talk into the mic. But if I do it, you need to talk into the mic to the boys. Now, what's it gonna be?
Sounds like I'm drinking some alcohol.
I don't know what the... We're both... Look, no. We're both drinking.
He can't even remember what he said.
I remember what I said, but we're both drinking.
So what's the deal?
Who the fuck is getting the alcohol, me or you?
I will share. I will share.
What do you got?
What do I always got? Leave me some.
Okay, then.
Thank you.
There's like 2 shots in here.
That's right. So save me some. He hates my Jack
I
Daniels.
don't hate Jack Daniels.
Yes, he does.
I almost hate Jack Daniels.
He does. He just doesn't want to
But
admit
she's
it.
always drinking it, and it's always handy.
And he drinks dwarves.
I've made my peace with Jack Daniels.
I've made my peace with dwarves.
It could be worse. It is worse. My son drinks girly ass shit. He's 22. Look, my son ain't a little kid. He's a grown ass man. He's in the army. Oh, this is my whiskey.
No, it's not.
I haven't even
It's
had my
mine.
sip. But anyways, what I'm
Well,
getting
sip
at.
already. Jeez.
Gabe, my boy, he buys foo-foo ass shit. He buys pink liquor.
It's what we learn on, okay? Apparently you didn't. What'd you learn on, by the way? I learned on vodka,
Beer.
though. Oh, I went
And
straight for
then-
the hard stuff.
I never had like a foo-foo drink phase. My son, like, he wants, like, if there's no, what do you call it? Like, umbrella in his liquor drink, he's uncomfortable. He doesn't want to drink stout beer. He doesn't want to drink whiskey straight up. He's drinking like
That
Smirnoff apple fucking syrup. Or if he's
Apple
drinking a
creme
hard
royale.
alcohol, it's like a pina colada or a strawberry daiquiri or some weird. And I tease him, and he gets uncomfortable when I tease him.
And you should not tease him. He's got a
Bullshit.
problem with teasing.
Dude needs to know. You drinking some girly ass drink. You be a man. Drink some Guinness and some fucking whiskey straight up.
Why don't you get even hardcore and do vodka and whiskey?
I
Or
don't.
Patron.
Vodka doesn't. I'll drink
Tequila.
Patron. I like tequila, but
I will drink some Patron, but not the
Look,
the bottom of the barrel.
if he
gut rot you
drank vodka,
I'm
I'd
Patron.
respect that. Vodka doesn't agree with me.
You're not that Irish, baby. It's okay.
I think I would probably drink straight up vodka before I drank that fucking Crown Royale that's still in our freezer that's apple flavored.
I know, it's vodka and 7-Up. You know what? I should have that again. I have a...
Here you go.
Thank you. He
You're
saved
welcome.
me some. I have...
It's not that bad, Jack Daniels.
It's not. It's just you don't like the smokiness.
It's
Anyway,
a lot of flavor. Like,
I have a vivid memory growing up with my grandmother who drank vodka, and we would split the 7-Up. And everyone's all like, how did she drink that? I'm like, I don't know. I was just a kid. I got the other half of her 7-Up, and she poured 7-Up and vodka together. I have no idea. I've never had it. But now I kind of want to try it to know what the appeal is.
vodka and 7-Up?
Yeah. I'm curious.
Not me.
I'm very curious.
I like 7-Up.
I like both of those, so
I don't
why not
like
blend them
vodka.
together?
You know what? Like, the taste of vodka, like, I feel weird even saying the taste of vodka because the thing with vodka is it doesn't really have any taste.
Of course it does.
You shouldn't
it has
even
a
call it
completely
vodka.
different flavor.
It's not called vodka. That's not how it's pronounced.
It's vodka.
It's vodka.
No, it's vodka.
No, that's if you're sober.
No.
It's vodka. No. You got it. Look, you don't say vodka like
it's
a
vodka.
fucking cop.
No, it's vodka, not
The perpetrator was
vodka.
found with 1 pint of vodka on him. No, it's, you want to go get some vodka? Like, nobody's like, look,
Actually, when you
vodka
say...
is vodka is for
No, when you say
fucking
vodka,
drunks.
you say the name of it. Grey Goose, Pop Off, you know, the
Oh
name.
shit, she
you
said
don't...
Popov.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Holy smokes. You know
awful.
what Popov is?
Yeah, awful.
Oh.
It's awful. It's lighter fluid.
Hey, when you got $3 and your life sucks, Popov's your only friend.
I know.
You can get a little ass
My
thing
aunt
of
used to
Popov.
drink it because she was poor as fuck.
I know, Sean.
Sean used to drink
Sean would
Popov?
fucking pull my weeds in the backyard for fuck.
Yeah,
I'll
he
pull
would.
your weeds for some Popov. I'm like, what are you talking about?
go
I'd
get
give him
$3.
$5 and
Get Pop Off.
he would go get like a little chingus of Popov.
Yeah. Well, my aunt was poor, so that's what they could afford. What she's the true... She was half German, half Irish, so that was her drink of choice.
She was American.
Which is, I was going to say, nothing to do
American
with
woman.
German or Irish. I'm surprised she didn't like whiskey. But then again, that's expensive. My grandfather liked whiskey, which was her brother. He loved him some Chivas. Love Chivas. Which is amazing, by the way. It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Experience. It's a lovely experience.
Shit, I died again. I continued. I
Look at her.
I died.
Look at how amazing
yeah.
she is
Yeah,
right there.
she's okay. When you beat the game on normal, you get hot ass Catwoman at the end, and I got a thing for the femme fatales. Like, it's a weakness of mine. Hence, Izzy sitting here next to me.
I was just about to say.
Just keep your mouth shut.
Okay. I'm going to
But
let you think I'm
when
not.
you beat the game on hard here, you get ugly ass Pingy at the end of the game. And I honestly don't want to beat the game on hard because I don't want to look at his ugly ass. I fucking don't like Penguin in this. He's disgusting. Like, I respect the artistry into it. Like, they were very good at making some ugly ass art. Like, it's like typical postmodern bullshit where it's like amazingly well done, disturbing, ugly ass art that nobody wants to fucking look at. Like, just give me the fucking Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman, dude. Right?
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
I'll definitely take Michelle Pfeiffer.
I actually like playing this game more on hard. Hard, like playing it on Super and Mania, like I can do it, but it's just like you gotta cheese the whole game out, and you can't do your like flex strats. Like right there where I did my my block canceling. You
I like
can't
how
do
he
that.
thinks I'm a femme fatale, but I am not blonde.
Why do you gotta be blonde to be a femme fatale? What?
Because the movie Femme Fatale and she, who you described, Catwoman, as a femme fatale, are both blonde.
What do you think a femme fatale is?
Someone who seduces men with her feminine beauty and wiles. Don't
A
act like I
femme
did that
fatale
to you.
is a female that you want but is no good for you.
And that's what I am? How dare you? Oh, look at you! How horribly
Hey, can you
have
go
I
get me
messed-
some whiskey and prove me wrong? Prove me wrong. Go get me some beer. Go get some beer.
I thought you said you weren't going to bully me. It's your turn. You
I'm-
go get me whiskey. And by the way, how have I been bad for you?
If I go get you whiskey and beer, I'll prove myself right. Here you go. Femme fatale. That's what it is. I'm here. Hold it. Hold it. I was right. This is what it is. This is what life's rough, guys. Life's
so
fucking
horrible.
Life's bad. This is a struggle. It's the struggle.
The struggle. The struggle is real.
Disturb both.
No, I haven't. You're disturbed by getting up.
You're the one talking to the mic. Entertain the boys.
All right. I guess
Want
I'm.
anything while I'm up?
Yeah, whiskey.
Bushmills?
We don't have Bushmills, and you know it.
I forgot. I'm dumb. I fucking. that was some shit. That was a throwback. I know what you want. I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, he knows what I want. And the dog is perking up because the dog is in love with my husband. Absolutely. Now, this is interesting because this was not in the movie. So this must be like one of those other scenes that is not in the movie but must be in the game for entertainment factor. We're still battling clowns here, and this devil guy, which is very creepy. Not my thing. So I wonder where this train is going. It's not a subway. I was gonna say, is it a subway? But it's not, because we're seeing buildings in the background. So, since Gotham isn't real, I guess they could have a train or a circus train traveling through in order to provide entertainment for the Gotham locals. I do wonder what are in those cars, though, because they look like they have bars on them. So a circus would have animals as well as entertainers, which is more like the Batman. You can hear him in the background, which is more like the Batman Forever when he went to the circus and met Robin. Oh, here we go. Okay. I'm guessing this train maybe just went around into the zoo. It's interesting. It's quite a beautiful train, though. I love trains. This one is very Asian, and that's nice. That's got a lot of detail.
Got a food.
Thank you, my love.
You're welcome.
He's back with my whiskey. I was just telling everyone about the train and how this train is beautifully Asian and looks lovely.
You got my
This
my
one
ear
right
pod.
here? Yeah, it's right here.
Thank you. Oh, hey, this is that guy from that movie.
What guy from the movie?
He's from Ghost. The guy that's like he's the ghost on the train.
Oh, yeah, that guy. I remember him.
Oh, fuck, I forget his name. He was
don't know
in
his
movies in the 90s. And
He was in a bunch of movies. I love him.
He's an interesting dude. He's a weird looking dude.
Yeah.
In this, I mean, how did I played this game on Mr. Guys. Like, I didn't use save states or play this on a emulator. I don't think I even used codes. I just kept playing it and like figured it out.
Which, by the way, the dog followed you to the kitchen.
Oh, he's all curled up
I'm
over
not
there.
the favorite. We have a bet going that I eventually will become the favorite, which I've already told them how much the dog is in love with you.
You going on about Grand Lord over there?
Yes,
They
because
don't want to hear about Grand Lord.
I mentioned how he
They
was
want to hear
in love
about
with you.
the OG grinder.
Well, you weren't here, so I had to talk about something.
So it was Grand Lord.
Grand Lord, trains, and
Look at that monkey bouncing.
other things.
Bounce for me, my monkey. Nope. Instead, we get Batman's codpiece right where the fucking monkey should be.
Cod piece.
Well, I mean, come on. That ain't his dingus. It's like this big old lump where, I mean, it ain't that big.
Pretty sure.
I mean, yeah, pretty sure. I mean, I didn't investigate or nothing, but like those aren't his muscles, like on his chest. Like,
So you're saying he padded the lower half below the belt?
I'm feeling like the muscles and the manliness of Batman
Have been
is
padded.
exaggerated by his costume.
Yes.
He probably isn't like all that masculine, especially when you get to like
Well, he's masculine. I just
Batman
don't know if he's
Forever?
packing that much heat.
with your boy.
Val Kilmer, I already talked about that.
Nah, well, him too, but the other one.
Oh, Tommy Lee Jones.
No, he wasn't Batman.
No. Oh, you're thinking of your boy, George Clooney.
George Clooney.
I can't stand George
he
Clooney.
probably don't have muscles like they put on his bat suit. Well, you know what?
wouldn't
For
know.
that matter,
Don't
Michael
care.
Keaton sure as hell don't have muscles like that. They like
No.
fake the muscles on the bat suit, which I'm fine with. Like this is art. It's it's based off a comic book. Hey, when I was a kid, check this out. Okay, here's my Batman history. Y'all want to hear my Batman history?
Yes, dear.
So when I was a kid and I got into comics, I was like 8 years old or something, and my dad would bring me home comics from his work because he'd read them on his lunch break, and they used to have comics on a stripper pole in the grocery stores.
A stripper
And he
pole?
worked in a grocery store.
You can't say that. It wasn't on a
Through
stripper
the carousel or whatever. Whatever, magazine. I don't know what to call it.
pole. Magazine rack.
Rack or
Not a
whatever.
stripper pole.
But he'd bring me
different kind of work,
comics
dear.
and he'd bring me Marvel. And then he brought me not Batman, but he brought me DC comics from time to time. I think he brought me a couple Superman. And I thought they were lame. I thought they were just like... I thought DC was lame. So I never read any DC.
That's so weird.
And then...
Because you're all DC.
I
now.
got out of comics when I was like 11 years old, 12, more like 12 years old, because my favorite comic character was Wolverine, and they sucked the adamantium out of his claws in
Oh,
Fatal
yeah.
Attraction, and it just
What?
hurt me to my soul.
What?
There was a comic where Wolverine gets his he gets like
got that
emasculated
part.
by Magneto, and it like, I just couldn't do it. And my homie that was like a Hulk fan came over and he's like, look, bitch ass Wolverine got his adamantium sucked out. Like, you're a little bitch and your little hero's a bitch. And I like, it hurt me to my soul. So I'm like, I cut out of comics. And then it was actually pretty good. Like, I tried to read comics here and there after that. But shit, so I was like 12. So that would have been like 92, 93. And comics sucked right then, guys. Especially Marvel Comics was really bad. Like, they were just the cheesiest comics. So I didn't read comics for a long time until like till Batman. My mom was working in the mall at a bookstore in the mall, and they were going out of business, and everything was like 50, 70% off. And she's like, hey dude, here's like $80. Like, just go buy some books. Like, this shit's cheap. And I went in there. I think actually I was helping her, and they gave me like store credit because I was helping. And there was a bunch of graphic novels when they first started doing graphic novels, and there was some Batman in there. and I picked up a Batman graphic novel, and I was like 15 years old, and it was fucking awesome. And I was blown away how good it was. Like, it was like adult. There was a story in there called The Tao, and I was reading like philosophy at that point. Like, I had read the Tao Te Ching, I'd read The Natural Way of Lao Tzu, I'd read
At
a bunch
15.
of... Yeah. Oh. I'd read a bunch of Chinese philosophy, and there was a story in there about the Tao. And I'm like, what the hell? There's like a comic book with like Chinese philosophy in here, and it like makes sense. Like, it was just way more adult reading Batman, and it brought me back into comics. And I didn't realize it, but like from the 80s on, like Batman was the shit. It was like the best comic around. Like, after Frank Miller got his hands on it and he made it more adult with like Batman Year One and The Dark Knight Returns, it just made everyone step up their game. Like Jeff Loeb, Tim Sale, they all started making more adult comics with the Batman character. And it, like, I had a lot of fun going back in there. It was actually really good timing, because I feel like if I had tried to read Batman when I was a little kid, reading those like Batman Year One and Return of the Dark Knight, I wouldn't have been able to read it because it was more adult. But it was like the right time and place for me to find the Batman comics. Yeah, I don't really read them anymore. I got Izzy to read Daredevil. Like
that was really good.
A Frank Miller Daredevil. There's Frank Miller Batman that's very similar you might like.
I'll try it. I really like Daredevil, though. I'm not a huge Batman fan. I'm a Catwoman fan, so always still a little burnt that she had to be the bad guy.
She's not always the bad guy.
Which is what I like, and that they kind of play with her character a little bit. But in the end, it's like, it's all about the Batman, and I'm just like, I'll go with someone else. I do not like what they did.
Like, that's the thing. Like, in the Batman comics, like, Batman, even in the comics, he's not the most interesting character in the comics. Like,
why not?
A lot of it, like,
what are you talking about?
A major strength of Batman comics is his villains. What do they call it? His rogue gallery. Like,
what?
Like freaking Two-Face.
No.
The Joker. Oh, by the way, when you fight this duck, you attack it and then you immediately jump in it and jump out. And then sometimes it won't go all the way up, and then you're gonna like want to use your bomb. But if like he goes all the way up, you jump in him and jump out, and that's the trick to this boss. If you don't do that, you're gonna die. But yeah, like Batman comics, he's famous for having the best rogue gallery, they call it. Like his villains, like King Croc, the Joker, Riddler, like his villains are just more interesting than him. Catwoman, the Penguin.
I would say they're as complicated. They just challenge him in a different way, whereas he's a little more simplistic in the sense
this is the last boss right here. So you want to grab him and then walk away and then re-grab him. And the third time you do that, he won't let you re-grab him again, which tells me that the people that were making this game were aware of like all the exploits. Like they know that you can do the what's it called? Like the re-grab. They know you can do that, so they limit how you can do it. So you can't just do it and then beat the game with it. And then what's the other thing where you can attack and then block cancel? Like they know you can do that. So when you get in the harder difficulties, it won't let you do that anymore.
So this is supposed to be underneath the zoo.
I believe this is in the sewers.
Which is underneath the zoo, where the penguin was raised. Because I vaguely remember there was like some kind of these weird turbine thingies.
All I know is the penguin's got a whole bunch of health. I got one test tube. Oh, I die right here. Game over. My last continue. Yeah, guys, this is a dirty clear.
You said that.
Yeah, I'll say it again. Like, I almost like didn't use this clear, and I was gonna like play it again and re-record it, but I felt like the recording turned out really well, like the video quality. And whatever, I mean,
Why not have some fun with it?
well, I could have redone it and it would have been a little shorter, but
Then you wouldn't have, all this time to talk to your beautiful wife. He's
all this
nodding.
time for my wife to like flex on me and make me go get her whiskey.
Which, is fair, since last time you bullied me so terribly.
I know, I did say I wasn't gonna bully her.
Which did not happen. He totally
fucked
bullied
up.
me. It's okay.
I
He got me whiskey. That's his,
I did get you whiskey, but I
apology.
made you feel guilty for it.
Oh, baby, I don't feel guilty for it. At all.
I'm glad. Thank you. She's all I'm immune to your bullshit.
I am. It's been 10 years.
Has it?
Yes. Which,
Who's counting?
I am. 10 years married. I'm not quite sure about how long we've been together. I think it's like going on 13, maybe 14. I don't know. Again, lost count on that one. I only count the married years. That's the one that counts. It's legal. The rest were just, pregame.
What, the rest were illegal? What the fuck? You make me sound like a perv. Look, hey guys, look. She was like 24 when I met her. Don't get the wrong idea. What the fuck is legality got to do with any of this?
Legal as in the point of it's on the books, we're married, it's documented. The years
You
before that...
made me sound like a criminal for being related to you in some sexual manner.
You're not related to me. Don't ever think for 1 second you're related to me. Oh, we have relations. We have relations.
God.
That's not the same thing as being related, okay? Let's be clear.
Hey, just apologize for saying I illegally related to you.
I never said that, and you're not going to get an apology out of me.
Oh my! You know what?
Uh-huh.
I said I wasn't gonna bully you,
Yeah,
so I'm gonna
here you
let
are.
you bully me.
Oh, you're going to let that slide.
Yeah, I'm gonna let it
Okay.
slide. I
That's
just
good.
beat the game. The game's
I can hear you.
popping off, and then look at his grumpy ass face.
He finally realizes that Catwoman is Selena Kyle. Oh.
Oh, look at
That
Creeper
guy.
creeping on a creeper behind back, going
Oh.
down low. What
Oh.
the fuck is that?
I don't
That looks
know.
sexual.
That's only
Did
because
you
that's
see
where
that
your mind
shit?
is.
That was
Yes.
weird as fuck. With his grumpy grin, and then Penguin's all and just sinks down like that.
At least it wasn't in front
with
of
the
him.
dark forest. Oh, there should be a ROM hack where they do that, but in reverse, where he goes down in front of him.
No,
Oh,
no, I don't want to think about that. Thank you.
Oh. Here's the staff roll.
Which sounds like the credits. Oh, that's very Japanese.
Oh,
right
they
there.
be Japs. All Konami. All the best games
Yokoshi.
from this time frame,
Yoshimoto.
except for Rare. Rare was
What?
some dudes from England that made really good games. They made fucking Battletoads. They made Iron Sword. They made Wizards and Warriors. They made a bunch of good stuff. And they have the best... Okay, so in England, they were making video games with really good music. But most of their games suck.
Oh.
But Rare made games with good music, with good gameplay. But besides that, it's all Japan. Ain't nobody made shit in America. Still to this day, as far as I'm concerned. Like, you got your fucking Skyrims and Oblivions and all that. Like, I can't even get into those games. Like, I feel like American games suck. I pretty much check out of games after 2000. I feel like nobody's been able to, like, improve on the video gaming experience. Hey, look, right there, presented by Konami.
Doesn't even have a last name. Japanese are the best.
Well, Konami's a company.
That makes more sense.
There's like the intro. I love that Konami intro. It just fills me with joy. Hey, look, and now you're gonna have to stare at this ugly ass Pingy. And when
He
you
means
beat
penguin.
when you beat the game on
And
normal,
I see no penguin.
if you beat it on normal, you get you get Catwoman, which makes me feel good inside. Like,
Yeah.
I got a soft spot for the Catwoman.
Thank goodness.
Look, there he is. Look at that ugly mofo. If you beat it on Mania, you see Batman. I want Catwoman at the end.
There you are, popping off.
Yeah, look, I don't like this. I don't fucking like staring at... Okay, I mean, I guess we're done here. We done? You got anything else to say to the boys?
No. Good night, boys.
Night, boys.